Hi guys, in this video we're going to have a quick chat around the difference between rent and mortgage when it comes to the finances and look at the figures. The reason I'm doing this video is a lot of people are told by peers and maybe older generation that you should always have a mortgage or you need to get into mortgage ASAP because rent is a waste of money. Now, yes, it is in certain circumstances, but I want to just explore the figures behind me here in the wall with you guys because I just don't think that a lot of people understand how expensive a mortgage actually is to operate or how expensive home ownership is to operate here in Ireland. And the reason I'm doing this is that I'm particularly worried about people maybe just getting on the ladder or maybe getting a 2-bed apartment or a 3-bed house or something that they mightn't stay in forever, and they might be trying to find that stopgap house if you like, or might be moving in for the first 5 years and then hoping to trade up in the future. But that can also be an expensive course of action. Let's have a look at the figures. So let's say, for argument's sake, with somebody that's renting and somebody that has a mortgage. In this situation, the rent, we're going to take €1,500 per month. Might be a bit low, but the reason I've used this example is that the repayment matches the mortgage example, which I'll get in a couple of seconds. So you see here that the rent is $1,500 per month, 18,000 per year, and over 5 years, that's 90 grand gone in rent. And let's call a spade a spade. That pretty much is a waste of money by the end of the 5-year period, but you've had a roof over your head, you know, and it's not all bad because you literally have somewhere to live. Now let's look at the mortgage situation. Average house price in Dublin is what I took for this example. It's just under €400,000, so I rounded it up. In this example, you're going to need a 40% or 10% deposit, which is €40,000. So you're going to have to come up with €40,000 yourself and then get a €360 mortgage. Let's see how that works out over 5 years. So in your €360,000 mortgage, your repayment is going to be €1,480, and then as you continue down here, you're going to see the cost of interest on an annual basis. And this is something that everybody forgets. The bank aren't there to give you a mortgage just because they want to put a roof over your head or because they like you as a customer. They make you feel that way, but they're going to charge you an interest rate. In this example, I'm taking an average 2.8%. Look at the figures. In year one, just the interest alone is going to be 9,980. Year two, 9,760. And year three, 9,500. Year four, 9,300. And year five, €9,061. So over 47 grand in total. Now what the bank does is the bank doesn't take your interest amount or the amount of interest you've paid and apply it over the full year. The bank is actually going to take it and put the top interest at the very start of the mortgage and scale it down. You pay very little interest in the last few years, and as you can see here, you pay the most in year one and you start seeing it decreasing. But in the first 5 years of that mortgage, you're going to pay 50 grand alone to the bank just to have the privilege of having the mortgage, which is a lot of money. Now in the situation I mentioned earlier on, or somebody maybe getting a 2-bed apartment and then maybe scaling up in a few years. Now although I do think property prices will increase and I do think we're going to have a massive supply and demand problem in this country for some time, on the off chance that your apartment doesn't sell for what you bought it for, you might find yourself very easily not being able to sell the apartment, or if you do sell it, having used the situation where it costs you 50 grand to live there. Still a far cry from the 90 grand though. But I'm just trying to use the example that when people say it's a waste of money, it's not a complete waste of money when you look at some bad examples that may happen. The other things to worry about when you're a homeowner is, number one, you have insurance. You have home insurance, you're going to have life insurance as well. We're averaging them out in the example here at €80 per month or 4,800 over the 5 year. Wear and tear, usual problems that come along with buying a house. And the other thing I want to say on this is the actual cost of this overall mortgage. And this mortgage here is $360,000. Over a 30-year period, you're actually going to pay, on top of the 360, an extra €171,000 of interest to the bank. So this 9,000 per year right the way down, it actually ended up being 171,000 on top of your 360. That's why the banks are in the mortgage business. Again, I hope this video has brought value. Tag someone you think that needs to see it. And any questions, please don't hesitate to hit us up in a DM or a question in the email box, questions@askpaul.ie. Cheers and have a good day.